So as a brief recap, we find our three sets of adventurers uh, on their way to a maximum security prison. Maya and Zathras have been sent there on a secret mission from the Arcanum Pansophical, a secret organization that is the equivalent of the D&D, CIA, etc., Black Ops, magic stuff, prevents future shenanigans from happening, big bad guys. Anyways, Maya and Zathras on a secret mission find out what's going on. This at the Pentagon Penitentiary. The camera pulls overview from it's one of those druidic fortresses built into the wall that's turned into a prison, and it looks like a pentagon because it's a big hog. There's a central piece and 5 legs that come out of it, kind of like a big cog, 5 legs. Those are all big walls that, the central place is where you guys were having dinner. Anyways, you met up in dinner, you found some interesting people. This little 9-year-old girl, Irina, who's mysterious, through a way of, on your ways to escape from the prison, Maya and Zathras met Usterion in the same cell, and all 3 of you managed to escape with Usterion disguising himself as a guard. Led the 2 of you towards the Red Room, where the secret shenanigans here have been happening. The one thing you've been here to investigate. And investigate you did, and you found some good information. They've been conducting experiments on all the prisoners. Still a little bit mysterious, but so far, only Irina has been the able to survive and even thrive in this. Her and her big half giant protector called Big Daddy. You went into the Red Room after figuring out the door and investigated, and you found one of the prisoners being experimented on. He's splayed out in the middle of this room, crazy ass laboratory, medieval shenanigans, magic stuff, bottles, electricity, green glows, and Dr. Zatu was there injecting things into his spine. When was it Usterion or Zathras who hypnotized? Usterion hypnotizing him, and he's in La La Land thinking everything's fine and everything's good and being very friendly like. The last questions asked was, where are you getting this special medicine? Oh, well, that comes from Exxon. The camera zooms in. The camera zooms elsewhere temporarily to show us an area elsewhere. It's a cave, it's dirt, we're inside a terrain. It's somewhere mysterious, but what you can see is heat, smoke. There's red lined up against the walls. There's a constant pounding machinery. Everything's in black contrast. The shadows are playing against these dirt walls, and from that steps forward a figure. You don't see his face, but you see his body, torso, and his hands presenting outward. His curled, almost like gnarled claw with only 3 claws and a finger. So like this, and it's red skinned, almost draconic, like a red dragon, like a dragonoid, presenting something, but it's different. It's unlike human skin. It's like webby and mysterious, almost like a monstrosity, or devilishly, hands this contraption like this, a canister, but it's glowing green. And all you see is the hand go forward and say,
"Make me the super soldiers that I want. Find me the solution. Find that formula."
snap back to where you're at. And he's just saying, Exxon gave me these. That's what we're doing now. You excuse me, I have one last injection to put into our patient here.
Before you do that, we might actually need a sample of this. And I don't think this guy's going to survive anyway.
If I don't inject him with this, bad things might happen. And you can see now he's like starting to, he's still fresh in the charm. What would you like him to do? Wisterion.
Kitty.
The kitty.
Oh yeah. Hey. This is Cairo. And she's gonna be here a lot.
Woohoo.
So
Kitty steals the show.
Kitty steals the beer.
Let's see. Wait, we need you for the increased viewership. You're really good for ratings, okay? So stay here. What would you guys like to do? Would you like to take this? Or would you like me to inject it?
Can I stick the cat? Because I think the cat answered for us.
What do you mean bad things will happen? To who?
You could just tell them you injected him.
And he points to him. And you can start seeing now, like, he's starting to, like, convulse.
Oh.
And he's still convulsing, and even though he's like a little halfling, he's like trying to grow bigger and bigger, and his shoulders like popping in a weird angle. The little green things that are still on his spine, that the leftover like all along his spine where it was injected, there's like this straining little bits of blood, not blood, but green ooze. It starts going pss, 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 and it starts inflating like a balloon. Pop! His skin blows. He just like inflates dramatically, and now in front of you is like a big blob, a blob of just like liquid reddish greenish mass, the same color like this fluorescent green that was being injected into him, and all over his little, what the blob is, what you see still is flesh, opens. 5, 6, 7 mouths with sharp little teeth, and all together, all at once. Tens, 20s of these little tiny voices that are coming from these mouths coming out of this thing.
I don't think his an extra shot's gonna help him much, but okay.
I'm thinking of an ooze, and then I thought of a clown, and then I read Froggy's message.
What did Froggy say?
He said, "Ah, he's so happy."
Oh, how do I do this? And do you have the battle map? Can you show the battle map, please?
I can, and I will.
How come I'm green now instead of purple?
So first off, I would like you all to position yourselves how you think you could clearly see the Doctor what's it? It doesn't say his name.
Dr. Xanther.
No, it's Zatu.
Oh, because that's what you said last time.
Yeah, I know what I said last time.
Okay. Zatu?
That was last
Yeah.
time.
He changed his name in 2 weeks, of course.
He's fixing his name, you know.
So, but what comes out now? This is why. That work. Can I see something blue now?
It looks like a pair of pants on his head. Yeah.
Yes. And one more thing.
But I'm not purple anymore.
I am purple.
Oh.
I got your urine color.
Unfortunate. You guys are supposed to be able to see all the other like halos, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So initiatives. Let's roll some initiatives. So in front of you is what's called a what was his guess?
Exxon?
Yeah. No, I meant what's in front of you, the thing that's in front of you is a gibbering mouther. And
I don't know what a gibbering mouther is. Or a gibbering one. Or whatever it's called.
It's an ooze.
Oh.
it's a fleshy mound. It's a
monster full of
monster.
mouths.
yeah, it's a monster full of mouths.
Ah. I ain't seen one of those before. I want to catch it.
Sarah goes. Okay, so first is
I've got a
Dr.
turn, go,
Katsu. First is Dr. Zatu, and it's too late now. And he does this thing where he buffs himself. He's a magic user. Currently, that's his entire action. So far, you've all been friendly to him. The second you're unfriendly to him, he will turn on you.
Yeah, the magic will break.
Yep, that's how charm person works.
Ba-ba-bam, 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 bam, bam, bam.
Sarah, you're next in
Oh.
order. Can you, one of you guys help me out with the, wait, did the turn order not come up?
When I did my initiative, it showed up on the turn order, and then when Wooster did his, it overwrote mine.
Oh. That's because, yeah, and I apologize. That's why I usually don't like to, the system that I have set up doesn't work that way. So let me just write it manually. You want you guys to take, this way. Old-fashioned way. Doc,
Yeah, old
Sarah.
fashioned style.
Sarah. Oh,
Doc, Sarah,
Mother.
Mouth, Wooster, me.
All right. What would you like to do, Sarah? Oh, when this thing exploded, on a 10-foot radius around you, it's sticky from his innards and a lot of that greenish goo. So half of your movement whenever you're within 10 feet of it. So at this time, all of you are within its effect of the ground is sticky and slow moving.
Except for Sarah.
No, Sarah too.
No, the whole entire room is exactly in the radius.
10 feet?
Mm.
10 feet is 2 squares away from it.
Yeah, and Sarah's up, or
2
somebody's
squares
way
away
up
from
there.
it.
Who's the one up at the top?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, that's correct. Sarah's out of its. You're correct. Yes.
I'm out of the range.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're not slowed.
Well, I'm not.
It just means half your
Mm.
movement.
Technically, I should be taller than the elf. So why am I being smaller?
Oh, okay. If we really have to play in the height situation, you're only 2 inches
Oh.
taller than me.
I just realized something.
Which for a dwarf is
The one
like
you've
2
labeled
meters.
Zathras is the dwarf.
Wait, no. What's your height again?
Did I
What's
mess it up?
your height?
Like real life or Gib?
In Woosterian. How tall is he?
What was his height? I marked it up somewhere. I remember that.
Check bio.
Bio seems to be empty. I did mark it up, but it's not there anymore. What? Hey? Anyway. I was thinking about 5 foot.
Okay, so you're an inch taller than. Okay.
Oh,
so it doesn't
you're
matter.
right. You're right. Hang on. Time out a second. I see what I did. I see what I did wrong.
Ha! You assigned wrong characters to us.
I signed the wrong character. So yeah, there you go. That's what I did wrong. Sorry, I did mess that up.
I need a bigger beard.
Yeah, okay.
As
Now I
I'm
get
I'm
the
trying to figure out what I'm going to do. He is contemplating his character and getting upset. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. I'm going to not do that.
I can at least move myself now.
No, I'm gonna not do that. So we're going back to the way that. No, I'm not. Screw it. We're improvising. There we go. Once again, Maya, you're out of its radius. What would you like to do?
It's an ooze, correct? Or some form
Yes.
of an ooze? Okay. And I have no spells that can counter it.
That works perfectly, yeah.
That was a problem. Is because when I assigned you guys characters, it makes it harder for everybody else. And give me a second. This is gonna make it so much better. Trust.
You have
This
none.
is kind of amusing. I can now move myself, the doctor, and
You're
the
gonna be
ooze,
able to move everybody. Yes.
but I can't move the other two characters.
Well, no, if you will in a few seconds.
Now I can move Booster. Yeah, okay.
I'm disabling that. I'm disabling that so that everybody can see everybody's characters. The reason being is because it makes it easier for you guys to identify because of the little halos around you guys.
Yeah.
See? And in a few seconds, Maya's there. Perfect.
Because there are scrolls behind me, I'm gonna do a fast check to see if there's any ice spells I can pick up really quick. Because if it is ooze, it's a type of liquid. If we can freeze it, it's not going to do much. Fast thinking.
It's more fleshy, but you can absolutely look behind it will take an action, a full action for you to search for it, and I will make you roll for it, and we'll see what we find.
So can I roll the investigation check?
Yes, you need a 13 or higher.
Nope, not even close. I was short. A little short.
Yeah, they're on the upper shelf.
As you're pulling stuff off, it's exactly how he says. It's right down the upper shelf, like it reveals itself, and that a little scroll shows up. But it's going to take one more
Action to get it.
full-on action.
You need to climb.
However, you have a bonus action that you have left over. Would you like to use your bonus action to take care of that as well?
Actually, I could use my thorn whip and pull it that way.
Done and done.
The
The camera zooms in as you like grapples it, pulls it down, and in your hand is an instant use scroll of well, whatever you needed. What did you say you wanted it to be?
I wanted it as something to freeze it.
Cold spell. cone of cold. As you start looking into it, it'll be a cone, starting from where you're at, and it'll be a cone. But as you're starting to read it, it's like, oh yeah, this will do it. This is good. And the camera cuts to the mouther, who now sees, first off, everybody at this point, he does this thing where all of the mouths keep screaming. They all start screaming immediately, going off. I need everybody to give me some checks. Let me bring it back up again.
Some chicks, eh?
Our thumb checks. There's a thumb check.
Right.
A wisdom saving throw.
That's just clicking on
I need
wisdom.
wisdom saving throws from all of
Oh,
you.
no, it's up
Do you
there.
know where
Okay.
to?
Yeah.
You know, if you
found it.
need help finding it.
Just roll
Okay.
wisdom, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, there's a under saving throws. There's one.
Oh,
for each.
so bad, so bad. No bueno. Oh. Let's see how this is going. It's off. See if this shows up in the text. There we go. Good. All right. On a failure, every creature that fails, which is below 10, which is 2 of you.
No, there's only one of us.
I'm at 10.
We're at 10. Just in luck. All right, it's only one of you. That one too far. Here we go. We're going to roll for it. Bro, come on.
Oh, you're gonna do something random, Wooster.
Three, nothing. So you're the when we get to
What was I supposed
something
to do?
interesting will happen. But right now, that's number one of its turn. The next thing it's going to do a multiple attack. It's going to bite, and it's going to throw its spit. It throws, like, one of its mouths like puckers up and throws a spit at towards the center of the room, towards between where Maya and Zathras are, and it causes like a blinding flash. I need some more rolls.
Using a goober.
You said it's like blinding light.
Yeah, so I need a dexterity saving throw or be blinded for the next turn.
I'm going to be taking a hit with it too.
What?
Throw.
Lights, I'm drow.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I have a light sensitivity issue, so I automatically get a minus on my check.
Bum bum bum.
Fantastic. I like the sound of that. So you roll with disadvantage then, Maya?
You have a disadvantage on the attack rolls and then on wisdom perception checks that rely
Oh.
on sight.
Okay, this is a dex
And-
check, so it has no effect on it.
No, or whenever you're trying to perceive into direct sunlight. So it's going to be a form of direct sunlight.
Yeah. And I think I need my other guy. He's to roll as well. The
Not
doctor
dex.
needs to roll as well.
So do you want me to roll it differently due to the fact that it is the
Just roll it with
sunlight
disadvantage.
sensitive?
Just roll your dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
I don't know how to add the disadvantage to it.
You just
No,
roll it.
Just roll it.
It
And,
gives that's why it rolls 2 dice, and you get the lower of the 2, which is 10.
the doctor's blind as well. All right, so you're not blinded. Wow, you're the only one that can do stuff. Zathras is blinded. Wooster
We're all blinded. We're all
I'm
blinded.
blind. I'm blinded too.
Oh, you're blinded
It's-
too. Oh, because of the 10. Yeah, there you go.
It's
Yes,
DC 13.
Perfect.
Which
The giver in
was-
mouth is going to take an attack on one of you. He's going to look at Zathras, the biggest of the target. And he's going to do a... Oh, it's really hard to control all these screens. I only have one. Apologies.
Wait a minute. I'm not affected at all by it. It says each creature within 5 feet of the flash must succeed.
That's why he
Yeah.
threw it.
That's why he threw it in the middle in here.
Yeah. That's why I said I placed it
Yeah.
between
Okay.
both of you. Sure. Sorry. One more attack. There we go. Okay.
Besides, any ability that the game master uses game master's rules.
Yeah, I know.
That too.
that's why I was making sure on it. I was like, what is this?
All right. He hits with an 18 on Zathras. He just bites down on you.
Just, yes.
You're blinded. Do I have advantage on you? You
Yes.
get the natural 20.
Yes, you do have an advantage.
Uh,
He is considered invisible to Zatras.
Right. Do we hit 17? Okay. No, we're not going to do that because he bites down for. He does an incredible all of these cover onto you and I'll feel all these hundreds of these little tens of these little bites on top of you and you get chunked with a lot of damage. 17 damage. What's your
Ow.
AC at?
My AC?
No, what's your
I'm down to 18.
Points?
yeah, hit points at 3.
I have 35 hit points.
Thank you.
Had.
One more thing.
Just a second. I guess that because I haven't had my chance to have my turn yet, I haven't gone into rage, so I don't take half damage, do I?
That is correct. You know what?
No. Okay.
I'm going to allow because it blew up instantly, didn't it? And start doing all the shenanigans. Yeah, no rage yet.
I'm angry about that.
I just realized with the blinded light, I can't read that scroll. It's gonna take a bit. Just realized that.
You
Yep. You can't read the scroll if you're
I
blind.
can't read the scroll because I was in the process of reading it when the light went off.
and one more thing. Let's see. I don't think it's going to recharge. 6. It did not recharge. Okay, so Wooster. That was a Gathering Mouth's turn. Wooster, you were still hearing all this laughter, and your action is frozen. In your brain, you get the psychic image and your flashback to a memory of your youth, an incident that was near and dear to your heart. Tell me what happened.
So, with me and the lads, we got a bit of a scuffle with the fuzz. We were out and about. The boys were really hungry, and we didn't have a coin to our name back in the day. We were young, we were foolish, and we had a few honey cakes. Obviously, they were in ours. And the fuzz decided to catch them. So they caught me, but the rest of them managed to get away. They promised me that, hey, dude, we'll let you go. We're just one of your friends. Not the real culprits here. And they're like, fuck honey cakes? What? But either way, no. I ain't giving them away. Alright. This sucks with you then. They sent me to the stockade. In front of the entire dwarven kingdom. I'm in the stocks, being ridiculed, and all I did or still a honey cake. I refuse to tattle on my friends.
Camera pulls in, and you're still like, crying, and it's making it all. The sympathetic music is going off, and then it's you start coming back and fighting that imagery, and the camera pulls back, and you're just there, kind of like frozen in place. Cut to Zathras, who is kind of covered by these things and is biting down into you, and it's like a blanket of flesh that's like covering you, and each time it does, bite, smack.
I guess it doesn't really matter if the fact that I'm blind. I think I know where it is.
What would you like to do?
Bonus action first.
Yes.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Rage.
Done and done.
And action. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him with my battle axe, but a regular axe might work.
You could axe
battle
is
axe.
a question.
You use whatever you want. It's fleshy. It's a thing.
No, I thought it was grasping me.
It's just over. I mean, you'll still be able to like move off of it and just swing however you want.
Okay.
I mean, you could swing from the inside. It's gonna be cinematic as fuck, man. We're gonna cover you with CGI. Don't worry about it.
All right. I will hack with my battle axe.
Do it. Do you want to do it? What's that thing? Reckless? Nah, you don't.
There's relentless endurance. No, it's savage attack is if I roll a critical. Yeah, okay. That's not something I have to worry about in advance. All right.
Will you not interrupt what you're doing and have at
Well,
it?
even with disadvantage, I'm thinking I hit.
Absolutely. You 100% hit. And create damage. It's a
14.
14 damage. Down? It's beefy. All right.
And
You manage like the camera is just like it's now at this point like a fleshy gummy thing on top of you that's pinkish, and this is your outline, and then slice and blood spurts and greenish, both a mixture of greenish spurts and reddish spurts as it splits open, and you're like hacking away crazy, and it splits in half, and it's like this, and then it's slowly starting to put itself back together, but you can see the damage is still there.
If I step back 5 feet, am I going to take an attack of opportunity, or is it just still attached to me anyway, so it doesn't really matter?
Theoretically, what you wanted, if you step out of its reach, which is still within its 5 feet, the center bluish.
Well, I thought didn't it move over to me?
Maybe I'm not seeing when I'm supposed to. Oh, this is so much better too. Yes, like there.
No, okay, so it's not like here.
No.
Whoops, I missed.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just came up to you like right to there and started, going
Munching.
after you. But again, everything inside of the red radius is still part of its like sticky mass that is still like.
I'm not moving more than 5 feet. I just wanted to just not be directly beside the doctor.
Gotcha.
And I want to give room for, I guess 2 turns from now when Maya can actually see. So I'm not in her cone. I just want to go to here.
Yeah. If you do that, it will be an attack of opportunity.
Well, then I'll take an attack of opportunity because I don't want to hit. I don't have resistance to cold attacks. I only have resistance to slashing, biting, nasty creature attacks.
Fantastic. All right, here we go. Let's see my windows. Mouse. There we go. Now that I'm all set up a lot easier, this should move quicker. Boom. What do we got?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, it was nice knowing you guys.
So that's another 17
Divided by 2.
divided by 2, lowered down. So you
That
have 2
would
hit
be
points left.
8. That would be 8. No, I have a lot
Oh.
more than that. I have 10
Oh.
left.
Never mind then. 8. And who is next? That would be
Back to
the
the top of
doctor.
the round.
The doctor, and he's still just looking at this. And he's just starting to just, I don't know what to do, and he's going towards.
Isn't he blind?
No, he is blind. Yes, so he's just there. He's ending his turn. Back to Sarah.
He was blind until the end of her turn.
Yeah, I'm blind.
Oh no,
Back
into the
to-
Mouther's next turn. Sorry.
No, it's not
Yeah.
just that. It's I'm blind, and the scroll. I was stopped in the middle of that scroll, which it's now currently not working. So
No, I mean, once you can finish with the blind with reading it, you will be fine.
Yeah, you couldn't have cast the spell last turn anyway.
Exactly.
So-
You were still in the process of like, okay, because you didn't even start speaking it. So you were like still scanning it. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I need. All right, he's still there. Turn to the getting Mouther. He doesn't have that turn back yet. Let's see what he says. Oh,
Excuse me.
not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. All right. That's the end of its turn. Let's see. His next turn is going to try to do another bite. Let's see. Ustarian, you're nearby. Actually, the doctor's nearby. Let's bite the doctor. Because he's blinded as well.
Up, Doc. What's cooking? Oh, you roll low against the doctor.
That's the end of his turn. Let's see if his thing recharges. It did not. Not have his blinding spit back. Boosterion. You snap back out of that dream back into reality, and in front of you, you see Zathras now. I mean, you're caught up to everything that's going on. This thing is just going after blindly. The doc is still like being affected and doesn't know what to do. Maya is blinking her eyes crazily, and you can see now she's like starting to recover her vision. Cut to your reaction.
Right.
I can't hear you. Is it me?
I can't hear him either.
Oh, there we go.
You can hear me now?
Yes, thank you.
Didn't do nothing. Anyway, I'm gonna take a few steps back out of this gruel. Like, go over here. There's 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah. And gonna take out of my pocket. What's it called? A tinder, and light it on fire and throw it at the thing.
tinder to light it on fire.
Yeah,
And absolutely, you have a fireball of something.
exactly. It's
Roll me something to hit him with it.
yeah.
And how much damage are we
And
we're
are
gonna
we
do
taking
for
out the doctor at the same time?
Nah, it's not. It's not explosive. It's just thingamaboo.
Roll me some.
Or is this the cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I think it's that. Yeah. Oh wait, does it use intellect? I forgot.
Remember that your movement was half movement because you were still in its cone of effect.
Yeah,
Oh.
he did 10 feet for the first square round. And
It's
then,
this spells use dexterity or intellect when they attack in this version.
Oh, do I have to? Does
No,
he
no.
have to do a save?
just click on this. Click on this. Whatever you're using it, it'll put it in the
Chat. Yeah.
in the roll 20.
Go to your spell section. Click on the spell, and it'll show either the text or do the function. There you go. Perfect. Fantastic. All right. So now I do a dexterity roll.
A spell save of DC 13. Yeah.
Wait a second. Is that a natural one?
That's
It's
a
a
natural
natural
one.
one.
Yeah.
He failed.
Double effect.
He botched his roll.
He's still like trying to do. He's still on the conveyor or on the platform. The bed. He's still on the medicine bed, and he falls down onto the floor. And it's on fire, and he caught it like dead straight on it. You hear a fire picture. Let's make a range there. Takes 1d10 fire. Click on.
There's nowhere to click on in there. Just roll 1d10.
Shot.
3.
3. And it's going to double that. It's going to be 6. So he's been granted 20 total damage so far. He's starting to now, like, part of his flesh that's still burned out, only about a fourth or a fifth of it is injured. And it's starting to, like, try to get back together, and it can't because it's injured there, but all these little mouths are still going. Anything else you would like
You're
to
having
do?
too much fun with that voice.
He is.
Well, he's supposed to be enjoying it someplace today.
Wustarian, anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's my actions for this round.
Cut to Zathras.
You can see now. Yay! I can throw things at him while he's not right beside me. Yay! Sounds like time for a javelin. Yay! Sorry.
Have at it.
I was too excited for that, but okay.
There's a
Yay!
lot of third person going on in that.
15.
15. That hits. 100% hits.
6 piercing damage.
6.
Oh, just a second. I just thought of something. When I'm enraging, don't I get +2 damage or something like that?
You might.
Rage. Yeah.
I'm offside, so I don't have a book in front of me to tell you.
While raging, gain the following benefits. If you aren't wearing, I'm not wearing heavy armor. Advantage on strength attacks, strength checks. Yeah, make melee weapon. Oh, okay, so the first one only. Okay, so he took 2 extra damage the first time, but
And
not
to
this time. But
not
not
this
2
time.
extra this time because it wasn't a melee attack. It was
Oh,
a
I see.
ranged weapon.
All right, so let's just call it a total of 28.
That's kind of a bummer. Like, if anything, I think in rage you would throw harder.
I've already got a strength of 19. It's not like I can throw much harder.
It's like sticks through him, and all these little mouths, and they like chomp down onto it, and it's try to like bite into it, and you can see like the stick like bending, but it's still stuck. The lance stuck really well into him.
Okay, and my movement. Am I in the goo right now or not?
1, 2. You're technically still in the goo, yes.
Diagonally, okay. But this square isn't in the goo.
That is correct.
So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Fantastic. The doc's turn.
You can see now.
You can see now, and he sees this thing in front of him, and then he turns around and sees Maya, and then cut to Maya.
I can start to see again. Yay!
What did the doc do?
Nothing really. Nothing interesting.
Get out of the way, Doc!
Oh no. Why would he do that?
This is his creation. Of course he's gonna stand in the way.
He didn't, I mean, he's just like still like turning around. I mean, he's still blinking, sees his creation film, turns around, sees Maya, finally blinking in her eyes and trying desperately to read this thing. That's how I'm playing it.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Maya? You want to do the thing? I should probably put into the chat, shouldn't I? Here we go. It's basically Stone of Cold. Let's see.
Stone of Cold?
Cone of Cold.
Oh, Cone of Cold.
Yeah, cone of cold.
Give me 1 second.
Is there anywhere you can move that you can get the creature and not the doctor?
It would take me an action or so. That would give you guys
No.
enough time to get him out of the way.
Well, no, just move yourself. You can still move and then do your action. You don't have to do your action, then move. So if you could move over here somewhere, maybe, or
There it is.
I would actually have to go down here. Yeah. Hang
A
on.
blast of cold
Down.
air.
I'd have to go on the opposite side of the doctor and the monster.
what?
If that was the case.
It's just gonna happen. A blast of cold air as you're finished reading it. It evaporates and a blast of cold air erupts from your hands. Each creature in a 60-foot cone makes this Constitution saving throw, or takes a whole bunch of damage. 8d8 cold damage on a failed
Holy
save.
shit. And they had this,
And half
this
as much.
scroll just lying around. Wow.
Actually, I would probably need to move in one if I'm gonna set it off.
It's gonna hit him. You're fine where you're at if you want.
Okay.
Position or wherever, but we're just gonna roll 8d8, and I'm gonna roll their Constitution saving throws right now for both of them.
Yeah, because that was gonna move in close enough.
And the save I said was 13. The Mouther succeeds. The Doctor does not. And it is what I say
8d8.
8d8. Sarah, would you like to type roll 8d8 for me, please?
I think it killed him.
Oh my God.
3.
That's pretty high.
Only
Half of
one of the
43.
dice was under average.
Half of 42
Well,
was
technically
42
2.
is what 21?
21, yeah.
Oh, right, there's like 8, so...
21.
Yeah.
So an additional 21. Unfortunately, most of the blast, the cold of the blast gets the hit right onto the
Good old
onto the
doctor.
doctor and just like nearly freezes him into place, like almost frozen. While the rest of the blast partially hits this Githerian Mouther, and it still like manages to. It's frozen in place and then still manages to move slowly and painfully forward. 21 minus, let's see, 21 plus 28.
49. It's
He
John
is hurt
Travolta-ing. It's John Travolta-ing.
Badly. He's hurt badly, but he's still not there.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
There you go. Staying alive. Anyways. Next up is the mouther moves forward. Oh, Sarah, you're gonna die, girl.
Yeah. No, you think?
Let's do a bite attack.
Nom nom.
As like it's cold, it still embrace you, and a whole bunch of these little mouths start like trying to leech onto you and biting you in these awkward angles all around your skin, causing incredible pain. And all you hear around your ears is the chittering laughter. Is that hit your AC?
My AC is my AC is a 13.
You get 17 points of damage as well, as it's just biting into you at all these awkward angles. Your glass cannon are going down. Cut to as she's being devoured by the last remnants of this thing. Cut to Usterion and then Zathras.
The thing is still moving. There's another one. So that's a DC, whatchamacallit? DC
You want me to
13.
roll another?
Yeah. DC 13, dexterity save.
Dexterity save.
Spell save. But, yeah.
Spell save, yeah.
12.
So not good enough. That's that many points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Fire damage.
49 plus fire.
57.
It's acceptable.
Fire and ice is working pretty well on this thing.
Yeah,
He's gonna get a frost burn.
there's only like maybe 10% of its 10% of it, like a spot still that's still alive, and still like a couple of 3 or 4 of the mountains are still and it's like slithering around to try to get purchase again on my end. These mountains are, this whole skin section is like moving around trying to get to her, barely hanging on to life. Hanging on to life.
This voice is really annoying to me. So, well, that's only 10 feet. Even if it's double, it's 20. That's fine. Time for the battle axe again.
All right.
Time for you to have an accident. 22.
Wait. It's on me, right?
No,
Yes.
it's beside you.
It's not technically on top of you. We're just playing that like.
Okay.
By the way, the camera is going to, as the camera slowly moves in, like it's on you, but this camera move is so badass, it's tracking you, and the axe cuts it really. Would you like to describe it, Zathras?
Well,
This is a killing blow.
Well, it depends how much damage I do.
Go for it.
16.
Yeah, it had 10 HP left. 10
Yeah.
hit points left.
I'm literally separating it from Maya.
Perfect.
She might have a couple of mouths still stuck to her, but
No. Like Maya's like going, as it's coming, the axe comes in front of her,
Yeah.
and she's moving him back farther. Like, what is this?
Perfect. And cleave and still like it splits in half, and the camera cuts to you like still like they're hanging on, and one of them is still like on the skin on you, and then like drops. Yes. Zathras, you were when you took that last hit, it was a natural. When I meant like you took 17, I meant like you took 17 plus 17 times 2. You're down to 2 HP.
oh, okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
2 or 3,
8 would be 2 more. Yeah, I'd be down to 2.
So the camera, the scene quiets down.
It just makes that last
blood,
move braver.
There's gore. There's that frozen like trail where the cone froze like the blood and gore as well on the ground, and the doctor is there in one spot. What would you all like to do?
I'm gonna get the syringe.
Still holding it, and his hand is frozen. You could easily take it from his hand. Part of the fingers are still stuck on it.
Alright, does he have anything worth looting otherwise?
Does anybody have a way to heal anything in this party?
I was gonna say, Zathras is at 2.
Yes.
I'm coming over to you and I'm using Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
I'm Cure Wounding you right now because you're the lowest of us before I take care of myself.
Let's roll it. This doctor is pretty frozen. I'll let you roll an investigation with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Investigation.
And Maya's figuring out how to heal.
9.
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to find my
9.
spell casting.
There's
Oh, there it is. I got it. I just click it.
not much of value to find, bunch of medical stuff. Mostly what's happening is like his clothes are stuck and click, 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 like they're breaking off because they're frozen. And there's not much there. Sorry.
I'm gonna put him in a microwave first.
Well, while I'm figuring it out, aka pull out the book. Anyway.
Should just be able to click on something.
No, because it might be a higher level I have. I'm just making sure what level I'm putting in.
There's another thing that you can do, I think, on the companion on the top right, if there's an I on the app, you could type in the name of the spell. Doesn't matter. In the meantime,
Yeah.
anything else, you're being healed and your wounds are being treated to by her magical healing touch. While that is still happening, anything else you'd like to do, Woostron?
Well, I guess I could look around and see if I can find any other stuff in there's probably personal quarters or something here.
There's lots of things, yes.
Yeah, I'm mostly interested in loot, valuable stuff. I have no idea that these two are like some secret agents. So I'm not looking for information.
They did tell you that story in the flashback. That's why you decided to join in.
Oh no, I decided to join in because these guys were doing something absolutely insane, and I liked it.
Fantastic.
Sanity is highly overrated anyway.
You
Very
can't
well,
you can't become the best thief unless you take the greatest risks.
Well, do your thing, and
Sorry, Woosterian, I have some bad news for you. This is outside of character, but you can't become the best thief. You haven't got a chance.
I don't know how the
I'm
levels
going to
play into
overthrow
this.
him.
What? Just click on here. Go. What
Put
was
it
it?
back
Cure
into the
wound.
I
other
did
mode?
click on it. It says cast at what level, and I don't know what it means by level afterwards.
Oh, type 2.
Thank you.
Click spell description.
1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
But at higher level.
Yeah, it's when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each spell slot above the first. So if you're at third level, if you have second level spells, you can cast it at second level.
That's what I was trying to read because I didn't understand it. That's why I needed somebody to say something to me.
You have the ability to cast
I'm
second
helping
level
also.
spells.
Yeah.
I could see her thing, yeah.
Then you
I
can
see
use
her
a second level spell slot and heal
Yes.
2d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
And also, you could use your good berries as well.
That wasn't actually the good berries is actually just food.
Yeah, but they'll heal 10 HP each. I mean, they'll heal 1
Yeah.
HP each, so you get hit. There's like 10 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
low.
use on myself.
Oh, there you go. My bad.
I was using it on myself. I didn't want them to know I was going to use something on me.
You can. Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at your thingy being.
Yeah.
I mean, well, also you can use that a couple more times if you want the healing. You want to give them some more healing.
How many
Yeah.
level 2 spell slots you get at level 3? Probably only 1.
Yeah. Rest would be level 1 cure wounds. Or you all could literally right now just take a rest, like rest up while we're staring. Both this type of healing and resting is you can take that as well.
Yeah,
Seems like an odd
I'm
place to
scrounging on.
rest. By the way, were there any other exits to this room?
There's
Oh,
one
yeah.
to the south. And Wisterian, go ahead and roll me investigation for the rest of the room. 18. Fantastic.
Yeah,
You find all sorts of that wall that has that green stuff. By the way, can you put us back into the other view?
oh, right. Okay. Let's do that.
That wall that's on the left. That was just on the screen that has all that glowing shenanigans. There's tubing. And there's tubing and there's this like a kind of like a power source, kind of a gem that glows. All the tubing is made of gold, and it's easily pull offable without making too much of a mess. Around the scroll books, I mean, there's a couple of other like books, mage books, magic stuff, and of value, there is a ceremonial dagger there. That's black, almost onyx, and gold. And it has these little tiny gems of purple that kind of seem to want to pulse as well with dark and mysterious energy. Don't even touch it, but the camera like slowly zooms in as like as it's looking around at all this stuff, gold value, pens, books, mage stuff, dagger, and it slowly zooms in on it. And ominous music plays in the background.
Well, I'm guessing this is valuable to someone. These things usually are. Alright, time to abscond with it. I need something to wrap it in. I don't want to touch the thing with the tinted pole if I can have it. But I guess I gotta pack it in my backpack. Oh, there's some clothing over there. Can I wrap it around this? And put it in a bag.
Fantastic. And you feel the weight of it. And the second like the bag was put on top of it, the ominous music immediately stopped. I mean, you're unaware of this, but the audience is aware of this. All right. Maya, Zathras, did you want to take some more? Did you want to take a rest time and roll some HP, or did you want to move, heal? What do you guys want to do now?
Well, she got me back up to 13. Lucky me, 13. My rage runs out after 1 minute, so I'm not so angry anymore.
He's at 13. I can roll the gooseberries as we walk.
What is your walking to?
Or investigating the room. I can just like what I mean. I healed him. I can do my other spell.
She's
and heal
snacking.
myself.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right.
I can
I'm gonna
snack.
go.
They won't
I'm gonna
know
go
what to
listen
do.
at the other door.
It's you hear a little bit of machinery, and then it's mostly quiet. I'm going to see if. Nope, I don't have a picture of it, so never mind.
I'm a barbarian. I don't give a shit about this mage stuff.
The only thing you cared about is I healed your wounds.
Yes. Thank you.
That's all I did. I just healed you and just walked away.
Cool. With your wounds healed, or at least with that little bit of patch-up work done, from the other way of the door, as you press up to it, you hear like a slow rumble of machinery, and maybe like a whoosh of heat. You feel a little bit of heat.
Fire on the other side of this door. Whooshy fire. Okay, I'm not that stupid. My intelligence is 9, not 3.
If your intelligence is 9, you're about the age of a second grader. That's how someone
that's
tried
not
telling
quite
me.
how that works. Not sure what we should do at this point. Kind of a bit of pain, but I'm feeling a lot better than I was a few minutes ago. Find anything good, Wooster? Earn? Wooster Eon?
Stereo.
Wooster Eon.
Actually, can I look at more of those books and see what else there are for cantrips on scrolls?
That sure as hell wasn't a cantrip.
Roll me an investigation check.
Even though I threw half of those looking for one.
On that note, yeah, let's do it with disadvantage because you've already also checked it.
Yeah, there's no scrolls left. She broke them all.
As you're like pulling, as you're like looking, you remember that there was a couple of steps still at the top. You try to like subtly climb to the top of the bookcase. You fall back with it, and the rest of the stuff comes down with a loud clatter. I mean, and it falls on top of you, son. Sorry.
I'll go help her back up. I'll get the bookshelf
Don't
off
worry,
of her.
you weren't hurt. Just your ego.
That's
No,
the
you guys
most
just-
sensitive part.
No. The worst part is as it's happening, I'm going. I'm screaming a little. Like, why me of all days?
This is definitely turned into a non-stealth mission. By the way, does the door open inwards towards us or outwards towards the other room?
Inwards towards you.
Okay. So after I go back over here and help her back up, I'll go back to this door and I'm going to sit back against it and take a little rest.
All right.
Right.
You guys want to take an hour and roll some hit die? Or start moving on?
What do we get back after an hour?
You can.
Okay, if you rest for a full hour, you can roll up to 3 times because you're at level 3. You can roll up to 3 times your hit die, which is each one of your some of your 10 D10, D8s, probably. Maybe Maya has a D6, but she's probably a D8.
I have a D12.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Your choice, but let me know. Are you taking 1 hour's time or moving on?
Sitting back against the door so nobody can get in.
As you sit there healing into your wounds and feeling the heat, and Maya as well is just like you all are taking your time there, recuperating, planning things of what to do. Let's roll some hit die. And actually, let's take this opportunity to just take a small break while we rest for the next part of the adventure.
Ooh. 1 bad roll. 2 really good rolls.
No.
I'm back at max. Yay, Max.
So, let's go on a break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, I think. So, see you at 35 past.
Oh. When you said poop, I thought you were talking to me. Blink Fing poop? Not fling, Fing. Hey, Froggy, we're back. All but Blink are muted. Okay.
You muted blank. Nice job,
No.
dude.
I'm not
Oh
muted.
no!
I muted myself. All the rest of you were unmuted.
Is that better now?
Yeah, I muted myself. The rest of you were just fine.
Okay.
I had to put away my.
They just
coffee
didn't say
toaster.
anything. Hi, Blinky. We're frog. No, wait. Hi, back. We're frog. No, wait. Something.
So,
Little pulling thread.
coming back from your little rest, you got time to really catch the creepiness of the surroundings where you decided to take a rest here. I mean,
Okay.
this dude's blood and guts are everywhere. It's parts of the doctor still frozen in place and it's still drip as
That's,
his starting
love
to
it.
thaw.
I can't do it,
Uh,
but I love it.
Xanthus is just there and almost snoring, probably. His back is to the thingy. And then, with a start, he awakened. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I feel so much better now. Oh. Stand up. Give a name of it.
I think we should continue further in. Also, nobody has visited this doctor while we were hanging out, so
It is late at night. I mean, remember, you
Yeah,
did this is day one. You snuck out immediately day one while it's like midnight or probably 2 or 3. Who knows what time in the middle of the night it is. But we did hear that there was one dude, remember, that was stuck without his keys trying to get out of that room.
you mean the one I bit?
Mhm.
Yep.
Are you suddenly hinting we should go back to our cells? I don't think that's a good idea.
No. What I'm suggesting, what I was not suggesting, but was suggesting as a female, is let's continue going, or we go back to ourselves. But if we do, we might not be able to get back in here.
Well, let's see where here goes and go through this door over here.
Okay.
Explore deeper into the compound. I like it. Let's do it.
Okay. Does the door look like it's locked? Or any weird scroll thingies around it? Early cues and
Roll me an investigation check.
oh god. Sure. 9. I'm not the person to do investigations.
There's a lot of it's hard to tell because there's still some of that splatter from when the little dude blew up. And it's awkward. So like there was a chunk near there. Who knows if it's trapped or not? Only one way to tell. You want to grab it and open it?
Sure.
Camera cuts.
That'll teach them to put me by a door.
So much
You put
blood and
yourself
goo.
at the door.
And a small halfling. They pumped him full of the goo stuff. Which, by the way, you still have a canister of it in. I mean,
Yeah.
you still have a thing of it in your possession.
Yes.
Camera cuts to the door. Revealing as it opens, a red line from inside of here is like a bit of like a flamey atmosphere as this is another long hallway with like you could see like this rotating machinery, old old dwarven giant machinery that's pumping bellows of stuff, and they're being fed by like these massive fire cauldrons or stoves with slats that are emanating this creepy red light, and it's making the shadows against the walls dance. There's a smell as well in here as like as you as the door opens is revealing more as you're moving forward. There's like a blood trail that's clearly leads from uh this room, this door open into like the middle, and you can see where there's still piles and corpses of miscellaneous prisoners there, some with recognizable as human, other ones unrecognizable as just like a gooey, messy clothing bit. There's like a drill spot on the floor where you can see where they whatever blood and mess has been pulled up, they sweep it into like this things, and they use these furnaces as well, not only as to heat up and move this machinery, but to dispose of these excess bodies. I'll accept that nobody's been disposing him here in a while.
Well, we have a good way of getting rid of these bodies we have left behind. You guys want to get rid of the evidence?
I'm putting like something over my face, my nose and my mouth, because I don't want to breathe any of this in, because I don't know what it, even though it might be bodies, I'm not breathing it in.
Oh, and the smell does hit you again, that strong sulfur smell and putridity of body. If you've ever been at a meat market or at a butcher shop, yeah, that's that with flies buzzing around everywhere.
Or strange reference, if you've ever had eye laser surgery. The smell of the burning skin on your eye, yeah, it's pretty gross.
I don't remember that part.
Thank you for telling me never to get it done.
Okay, just that's the worst part of it is the smell.
I never noticed the smell myself, so must have had a bit of ventilation.
Or your nose was stuffed up. You were only breathing through your mouth. Okay, so should we get rid of the well, hey, look, the bodies are gone from the map.
We already disposed of them.
Yeah, they went down this drain here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we pushed it down the drain.
That drain's there so they could just hose off the excess blood, which is why the floors are clean, because they just hose it down after this, which it's gonna need a fresh hosing. Hosers.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Well, yes, you can cut to you, Xanthras, super easily, like moving this almost still like frozen Doc's body, throwing it, chucking it here, and I mean the Gibber, just drag him across the floor till finally you're able to toss them in with a pile or even into the burning, cleansing, where it just flares up. In the doctor flares up normally. This thing, when it flares up with a greenish plume of smoke that hits, and it's an acrid smell as it's burning up, almost like that smell of burning plastic.
Ooh.
And just as quickly, that green smoke fizzles away and is gone, and evidence be gone.
Okay, so is there like a door on the other side of this disgusting room?
This is kind of like a hallway, and with the look, you could see that yes, there is. There is there is a door on the far side of it.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
Camera just
All right.
goes
Who's got
through it.
squishy shoes?
Maya, your reactions are just great. I'm having too much fun with this.
You are. And by the way, now I have to be right back because it is making me have to go to the bathroom.
Actually, if you get to the other door, we could pause right here because I need to take this thing out of my oven real quick.
Okay, let's have
22
a
seconds.
small commercial break then.
It's literally like a few minutes.
Enjoy,
All right.
people.
Oh, you could actually gonna run an ad?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Yeah, why not?
Ooh. Froggy won't see it though.
Yeah, well, too bad for Froggy. Yeah, he can see us instead.
Oh, sci-fi guy can see it though, probably.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm gonna put us on pause mode for a few moments. No, wait, not that, not that.
No.
Woohoo! That was funny. That was funny. Too bad the audience didn't hear it.
And we're back.
No, we're not.
Oh,
Yes,
we're
we are.
not? No?
No, we
Oh, we
haven't.
are.
No,
Oh.
Yes,
we are.
no, yes, no.
Maybe.
Maybe so.
Jolly old pepper.
Yes,
Maybe,
no,
baby.
maybe. What is the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss
So
of me
it's-
now, and you're not
okay.
the
Yep.
So it's official. Carlos, if you're gonna make those noises ahead of time, I really need to know so I can go do a bio break.
Oh, wow.
You got some sort of.
You know what? Hey,
The
time
sound
out.
of dripping water.
This is
That's
not the
what it
first time
was.
I've.
Don't finish that sentence, Carlos. I know where that's going. Don't finish it.
Moving on. You get to the end of this corridor, the underbelly portion of this. There's another door that easily looks to be that easily open. Doesn't seem to be locked or any cursorily scan any traps or shenanigans, but it leads to another chamber. Behind you, machinery. I mean, you want to keep going deeper?
Yes.
But the boys want to continue.
Get in deeper.
This door leads similarly open to like another one of these. It's almost like the same type of lab, but it's doesn't have the accoutrement that the other one had of magical things. It just seems more simple, like almost like your standard butcher shop or medicine. There's a table there, probably for you gather by the evidence that this is where the if anybody dies, this is where they do autopsies.
Morgue.
Yes, that's exactly what this is more like. There's another door leading further, and there's if you'd like to explore this past the cursory description that I've given, let me know what you would like to do.
If it's a morgue, do they have like slots to hold bodies and stuff like that?
It's not like not really, no. They're just more like
so it's more of an exam as opposed to storage.
Operation room.
Actually, what I was
notice
gonna say,
that it leads to the same throwaway room.
I was gonna say, can I roll an investigation for notes?
Yes. You want it?
23 is pretty good.
It is, but
It's considered
natural
decent.
20. Natural 20. God darn it.
Even if there weren't notes there before, you found them.
Absolutely.
You just made a few.
No. These notes were in the little trash bag that were like crumpled up notes. Like I'm going through the trash in there right now.
Fantastic. And you see where they've made you're pulling them out and you straighten them out, and this is a catalog with names of subjects. Prisoner X3212. It's lasted 3 weeks, 7 days. Time of death declared, reasons, and it just goes on this description of notes. Next prisoner, time of day, like these are the ones that made it past a couple of weeks. You can see like some of them lasted months, and their ways of passing is not very nice. Some of them just like heart stop, other ones simple. A lot of the notes say we keep getting closer and closer.
Wait a minute, because we did pull some. I had to pull some of the notes ahead of time. Are they the same exact notes? Because of course you're going to keep time of death different if anybody saw the other notes.
There's a lot of you'd have to take some. I mean, from what. Roll me a history check to see if you can remember cross names. I'll let you roll with advantage. Oh, there you go. You're with 12. You're not on the. There's a lot of like you recognize a lot of the handwriting and a few of the names. In fact, Dr. Zater, who we were just battling, his names are all over the place on this too. And you remember seeing and even comparing our notes for Irina. That they created it, but these are those are notes meant for how we're conducting the experiments. These are end results, and sure they died, but here's how they died, and here's what our basis of thinking is. So
Okay,
even in death, they're still examining stuff, and you have fucking notes here now with end results that you could take with you as well. You have enough now where you could just turn back and be enough.
One's nachos.
You mean get our reward? I say that so that Wooster doesn't hear it.
What else would you like to do? That's what you have found here. And anything else? Any cool, interesting shenanigans that you need? Because you rolled a natural 20, so you get a lot of stuff.
So I used it mostly for all the notes to see if there was any notes in the room. Is there anything else in the room that catches my eye as I'm grabbing all this?
there's a map on the wall. And when you're
How the
looking,
hell did I miss that?
Exactly, Froggy.
you could see once again that shape where it's a cog. The main central area where we had seen that's where the common area was, where you all met all the people, Irina, and had dinner. That's a circular area. From there's 5 cogs that go out. This is why they call this the Pentagon Penitentiary. Then
Sorry, the Pentagonorrhea. No, never mind.
the Pentagram Penitentiary.
I like the Pentagon Penitentiary better.
Pentagon Penitentiary. Anyways, this map that you see, this is pointing here, and it's pointing in the middle between 2 cogs. It's almost like they're mapping out other laboratories. And it's been dug out, and other areas have been discovered and added onto it. There's new areas, and this map kind of gives you access to it, shows you where you're at the moment. Later, I will have to provide an actual physical description or an actual picture of the thing.
Did we take a map with us so we could see what's going to be ahead of us?
Yes. Directly ahead of you is the words containment. Containment and observation and containment.
Guessing we want to go see what they're containing.
Containers. Or containees.
How big is the map? Is it like standard size where I can just roll it up and just store it?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever you need it to
sure.
be, you can roll a natural 20.
Okay.
It's there for your use, however you need to use it.
I'm want to make it so it's rollable and I can
Was
stuff it in my stuff.
Was the door on the map that was booby trapped marked any differently than the other doors?
Yes. With a
Okay.
natural 20, yes.
Then in that case, are any of the other doors near us marked similarly, as in which that they would be booby trapped?
Anything having to do with the containment, like the containment and observation, all of that's booby trapped. In fact, the next room, since it is right next to it, that door has a symbol on it that there is at least an alarm here.
So even reading it, it would automatically, in my opinion, would say it's automatically tracked because you don't want what's in there to escape by accident versus you want anybody going in and sending out the stuff.
You're on the same page, yeah. And also there's a lot of these that will give audible alarms. This being a research experimenting laboratory of weirdness.
I think
in the
Wooster, you're
middle
the
of
one
a
who
prison.
got us. Wooster, you're the one who got us through the first crappy door.
Well,
You might be up here.
well, the one thing I wanted to know, because of the penitentiary, the being that it's got 5 wings technically. You'd think if anybody succeeded, they would be in their own wing versus with back in general society, unless it was for feeding. Would the map say that these wings are set for X amount inmates and then?
Yes, perfect thought. In fact, only 2 of the wings are filled with penitentiary. The rest, the other 3 have, like on the map, they show where they had caved in or inaccessible. Because again, these are just ruins that have been taken over by modern society and enacted as a prison. But these ruins are so ancient that the other 3 are inaccessible. Or so they thought.
For future use.
Because these are connecting to it. This, you know how I said you're in between two of the cogs? This section here connects to more cogs and more sections that are the other three that are unconnected from the prison. They're still part of the main assembly, but only two of the cogs in the center area are for prisoners. The other three are for research, and you can see some of them still is unmapped and some of it's labeled as dangerous, but more and more of it has been taken over by labs. There's laboratory, there's inventory, there's communications, there's machinery, and there's other
More
ones with
labs.
like and then some of them have even on the map like symbols that are
Yeah.
unrecognizable symbol. It's 2 X's.
20
Hmm?
or 2 kisses.
Can I roll history?
Yes. Fucking hell's bells.
Oh, hey. That's actually 450, you know.
So the dwarf and the drow apparently are cheating on their rolls somehow, and we don't know how they're doing it.
Yeah, that's
You get your natural 22 on your investigation. First off, the symbol that is the 2 X's, you immediately recognize that as would you say dwarven?
yeah.
Dwarven description, and you say out loud, Exxon. That's a symbol of Exxon written in your language. He's an ancient. As you recall, the camera cuts through to exposition of visual cinema as you're recounting this specifically. Exxon was one of the
1,200 years ago, my ancestors fought Exxon.
it came from the ground where he's in prison. Some say he's from the 9 hells themselves.
His
But they
arrival was heralded by ground bleeding black blood that were lit on fire and burned despite water being poured upon it.
Fantastic, and the script goes on. The CGI is going to film. We'll film it. We'll film it later. Basically,
Yeah.
anything with the double X's, that's very much of the cult of Exxon. And you can see where they've taken over a lot of the part of at least the 3 other cogs, because there's still a lot of unexplored area.
Yeah.
With this information, what would you like to do?
Also, with that, do I recognize the symbol for special storage?
For special storage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this is high security storage over here.
Yes. Again, there's a section called Research R&D, and it's close to the lab. I mean, it's past this. But there's a section called Research and Development, or the R&D section, that you could tell on there. There's a lot of security around it. And from the script and from the descriptions, you recognize that whatever very interesting findings and weaponry and valuables are all stored there.
Yeah, whatever they got worthwhile, since they are following the Dwarven traditions, they would be in the vault in this area.
There could be weapons of fantastical weaponry built with whatever arcane and devilish technology.
And I don't mean the kind you give to the random guards to defend the place. These are for emergencies, or when you have the fight for your existence. If we can get our hands on them, whoever's going to deal with this cult is going to have an easier time doing it if we remove these objects from their possession. Are you guys in?
You had me at weapons.
You had me at money.
I don't usually like elves, but you're not too bad. I hate you less than the other elves.
Set her skin again and walks away.
Oh,
What did I
let's deal
say?
with this in front of us.
Wooster, you opened the last Woosterians. I keep calling you Wooster. Woosterian.
right?
You opened the last
Woosterion.
Wooster yawn. You opened the last guarded
Fine,
doorway.
I'm on it. All right, let's see.
But actually, when you said you were going to do a history check, I thought, do I remember how I got through the last door? Oh, let's do it again.
Oh no. It was basically what was on that map. What
Yeah.
are you talking
Yes.
about?
Hey, be aware. There's one more containment section, special containment, on the map as well, on one of the legs, on one of the corridors.
Is it the one in front of us?
No, I mean you have to get through that from here. We'll get.
Let's get the
it's
tools
just,
out.
It's just called special containment.
I'm going to just let that joke slide.
I missed
You
it.
said
so-
you said
didn't
leg,
get it.
and then I immediately thought something else. Never mind.
And those dice are wrong way
Which-
around.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna let it roll with advantage. Wait, what am I? Oh shit, balls.
I didn't
Who's your
do
fault?
it.
No.
didn't do it.
Oh, you already rolled 9 and 24. No, let's not do that. No, I have to. Fair is fair. You have all the warnings. You know what's going on. Fine, you get through the door easy. You knowing what the traps are, you can easily be like, hey, I've been here before. We did this once already. Click, disable the sensor so that it doesn't do the alarm first. Click, open the door. Boom. It's open.
To the next step, boys and girl.
Do you see more people here than the three of us?
The containment room. As the door opens.
Listen here, Orc. Just because you can't see all of us doesn't mean there aren't
We're not
more.
there. Yeah, okay.
Said boys, which would include himself. So there's 2 boys and 1
Yeah.
girl.
He sees himself. Third person talking again. All right. What do we see inside the containment room?
Containment room. There's cells. There are 8 on the left side, 8 on the right side. It's walled off, but the front of them is like the normal jail cells, but these are different. They're almost like bars reinforced as well with like this, like glass with holes in it. The same kind that, if the camera remembers,
Hannibal Lecter?
yeah, like that kind Chance had when we first were introduced to him. The same type of like protective glass is there as well with the door, and behind them there's people asleep, snoring, or at least you would assume there's you're being quiet so far, and you just see covered, some covered in blankets, others, and others hidden in the corners. There's maybe 4, 5, 6, I don't know, 6 people, 6 bodies here, or crumbles in each of the cells. So 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 4. A lot of them are empty.
6 cells are filled, or 6 people in each cell?
6 cells are filled, 1 person each.
Okay.
But in total, there would be 16, because 8 on the left,
Yeah,
8 on the
okay.
right.
Is Arena in one of the cells? Or
Mhm.
somebody that size?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, goody, the ones I'm no good. 3.
She wouldn't. The thing is, she wouldn't be here. She was already released back out to general.
Well, What's the word you were drawing a blank? Never mind. Yeah, they all look like arena to me.
It's so dark. I mean, it's dark. You try not to make noise, and so far you haven't aroused any suspicions or anything or any rousings. You just hear manly snores and a few. Some don't make any noise at all, but they're just all huddled in corners, and it's very dark. So even with your dark vision, it's difficult.
Okay. You guys roll 20s. I roll 2s.
I'll allow one more investigation or perception check.
Well, let me roll the dark vision because it says mine is at 120.
We all have the same dark vision.
We all
No,
have the same
no,
dark
she
vision?
has better.
Yeah.
I had better.
Yeah, she has longer range.
She has super dark vision
Yeah.
because of her
Range
natural-
isn't going to matter to look into a cell, but okay.
Hmm.
Let me roll the investigation.
Let it roll, baby, roll.
There.
Let it roll. 19. You're going up to the. You can't actually see too much on the things on the bodies, but you could tell that all of these are man-sized or bigger. And they're, as you get closer to one of the things, they have like a placard on the wall that shows some general description of what's there. Prisoner X32467. Name, time, brought in, general, and they all say male. Age, higher ages. So none of these are them.
So these are all men. There's no other females.
None whatsoever. Actually, no, none whatsoever. Not with that rule.
So
Let's
that
do-
means Zarina's the only one to complete it that's female. Air quote.
Is there another exit at the other end of the?
Yes, from here it goes to observation room. From here, there's observation, and then from there, there's a weird split. Now, when you were going over the glancing, they're a mix of different aged males and different races. And there's notes about like trials of race-based or age-based. They're doing different things. They're cataloging all these different experiments. Like, okay, maybe this combination works. Anywho, with that information, what would you like to do?
Are these notes outside the cells, presumably?
Yes, they're like on a clipboard.
I'm going to switch all the clipboards.
Okay.
Okay. So before you're doing that, I'm ahead of you, like taking down my own little notes on my little thing real quick before you're doing that. So I don't know what you're doing because I would be freaking out.
Low indeed. Oh boy.
I'm gonna head for the special containment unit.
All right. The next
Observation is next.
is observation, and it's sort of like a test. And there's a door there, so I'll let you roll with advantage to disable its security as well.
25.
Somebody forgot their key in the lock.
Yeah, the door was actually open.
Done and done. No, that can't be. On the opposite side, though, yes.
Huh?
Once you open it, you start picking, and you hear like clink, clink, clink on the other side. Like, I know what that is. And then once you open the door and you go to the observation, sure enough, there on the floor is
Oh boy, I wish I could roll like you guys. I've got Johnitis, I guess.
No,
Or would that be
no.
jaundice? Yeah.
It's also
John Dice. John Dice, yeah.
No, it's called the
Oh.
the two smaller people
The
are literally
important
just
question is there anyone in the observation?
that would
In the wee hours of the night.
yeah.
Well,
It's not.
the
It's still
keys are in the door, so that's what I would think.
My assumption is that they are in the observation because somebody, even in a facility like this, you have 24-hour security in some manner.
well. You're right, but here there's as you look, there's with the natural 25. There's. Do you want there to? I'm thinking that right here would be a good time to have a guard just sleeping on the job right here. Like he's there in the corner, just like nicely napping, sleeping. I mean, the choices there. You want to sneak past them, which you can easily do with the successful stealth rolls.
Inside my mind, I'm going, he wants me to stab him? I want to chop him. No, he wants me to stab him. What?
And mine's over here watching you two, and I'm like, stop.
Oh, you want me to hit him now?
Just going to grab
Well.
him by the belt and pull him.
Well, with that, let's roll some. Let's roll some
Sneak.
sneaking. Now, let me decide first. I mean, yes, I know what his perception is. Okay, roll normally, not with advantage, just regular.
All of us?
Yes. Fantastic.
Hey, I finally got a real roll. And
Fantastic. Oh, wait.
and you blame me for making the noise, but no, I'm the quiet one.
I have all the paper.
Yeah, that makes a lot of noise.
You have all the you're exactly
I have
right.
the paper.
You have the paper, and one of the little binders slides over, and it could have landed anyway. I mean, it goes down in slow motion as you're creeping past. The camera looks at the guard as it's going past, and cut to the thing going down to the ground, and it lands like pop, like a perfect clap that just does a clap, 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 clap.
Of course, it echoes in the room.
And guard instantly looks at the three of you. Moment locked in time.
I'm rolling
What?
persuasion right off the bat. I'm rolling
I'm
persuasion right off the bat.
helping that with charm person.
Charm
I got-
person.
And
All
I got
right.
my axe ready.
Put it on the screen, and I'll. Oh wait, it's over here. Put it on the
Okay,
screen,
so
and I'll roll
Sarian
his
is
thing.
rolling charm person. I'm rolling persuasion right off the bat.
Yeah, I want to make it seem like she's succeeding on her own. So like,
DM stuff, guard. Here we go. Here's my guard stuff. And my guard is going to roll. What kind of save is it? It's a
will save.
wait, what? Wisdom?
Spell save.
No, it says wisdom save.
Thank you. What did that come out to?
11. Failed.
Failed.
Damn, I'm not any of these guys.
Can I still roll my persuasion real fast?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
This is gonna matter.
Oh, hey.
And what?
You start this. Are you sleeping on duty, soldier?
I was just taking. No, sir, no. I'm sorry. Am I in trouble?
You might be if you don't go check on your rounds like you were supposed to.
Yeah. I'll go right now. And he starts looking. And he opens the drawer and pulls out another set of keys because he's looking for his. He can't remember where. He's like, I'm going now. And he starts opens. You see up on the thing, he goes up to the other opposite door and there's like says a word. Open sesame.
Open
Not,
sesame.
not open sesame, but open sesame. That's sneaky.
And then puts his door click and closes the door behind. I mean, the door goes behind him as it's just like still like closing as you see him just running away immediately, going to.
That was
Staring
good.
at a mirror, going like
rounds.
high five.
I would like, in our case, low five.
Yeah.
So.
But your range is only 30 feet, so once he gets more than 30 feet away from
Oh,
you...
no. The effect has already landed.
Yes.
Okay.
I
And
can
because-
only
Wait a
initiate
minute.
it at 30 minutes.
And I didn't charm him. I used persuasion on him. So because he's dazzled by the charm, he doesn't realize that I'm just using my natural
But,
self.
well, no, it's just... Okay, never mind.
We have an hour.
It's only the
Yeah.
spell that's keeping him happy.
Hmm.
He will know he's charmed in 1 hour.
Well, we're following right behind him, so when he does realize, we'll take care of him then. But until then, staring at me or just like having our little inner moment of, yay, we did something together.
Okay, so where's that special containment unit?
Yeah, what's so special about this room?
Special containment room. You look past this, and there's a split. One path to the left leads to like more stuff like communications, and you see a bunch of Exxon related things. Center or and there's a path that you could go to the center or to the right. To the right is special containment. To the left, or I mean to the center, is
Where that guy went?
the R&D, research and development, where you can imagine where the weapons of their war weapons are being researched. But the special containment doesn't have all those nice alarms, and it's just right there to the right.
Which way did the guard go, by the way?
Oh, he ran to the left.
Okay.
I mean, you think? I don't know. You didn't
Went
see.
that way.
Wait, no, we saw him run towards the door, but we didn't see if he went left or right. That's what I was.
But you, with a good perception check, why don't you give me a perception check?
If we want to fail, I could roll it.
I'll let somebody else roll it too. Roll as well.
There we go.
18. All right.
That's one I'm actually not terrible at. But
You could hear his footsteps going far to the left. As you could hear, oh shit. I'm gonna get fired. I just know I'm gonna get fired. Fuck. Shit.
You think you're gonna get fired in this job? I don't think
I
you'll
was
get
thinking
fired.
fired
Oh,
or executed.
No. He's gonna get he's gonna get executed by firing.
Yeah, he's gonna get fired with a
Out
flamethrower.
No, he'll get fired out of a cannon.
And the thing is, he's yelling about this, and I'm like, all I said was go do your rounds. I didn't say anything about being fired yet.
Yeah, but it's the implication. You got caught sleeping.
Implication.
Also, I wonder if you can canonize a child.
Canonize what?
It's a Simpsons reference.
Oh. Well, which way do you want to go?
That way.
Special containment?
That way.
Okay. When you
That way.
guys say that way, there's two ways. Which way are we going? Left?
We've decided we're going to special containment.
Well, he wants
Check
to go
on
to
the
special
map.
containment. I want to go to weapons, but okay.
Okay, let's
So
go. Back.
weapons
We
is
can go there
technically the
afterwards.
way
Yeah.
the guard went.
Weapons is
This is the
alarmed,
exact
so-
opposite way. The exact opposite way that the guard went. Guard is on your left. The weapons is to the center, and special containment is to the right. And as you approach it, there is like a little. This door in particular that leads up to this room is different. It's metal, and there's a circular thing that is like kind of like glass that it shows through, and it's passing light through it right now. And the light is like changing colors: red, greenish, bluish, orangish. And it's still like a long hallway to get to it. Like there's a room in between here and there to get to it. But this door ahead of you as well has, I mean, you have the keys at this point. You have the password at this point. It's just a matter of getting past it. This door leads through it. And it's this long hallway that's leading to that one metal door with a glass into it.
Guessing Arena's behind that door.
You pop through, and there you look through, just through the, and there she is, just sitting calmly. And Arena just, her back towards you, her hair is back, oily, slick. She's wearing that's not what normally is for everybody, that orange jumpsuit. And she's just wearing a slender white shirt, like a tank top. And it's rare because it's really bright white, very clean, and it causes a huge contrast against her black, oily hair. And in front of her, you could just see her hands moving like this forward. And they're making this little globe do these little effects as things are going on. And that's what's causing the lights. And she's just there looking and sitting tall, protectively, looking down as well, almost like hunched over. You can't even tell if Big Daddy is asleep or just actually watching, because his back is slightly to it as well. Camera cuts back through the glass to reveal all three of you. What would you like to do?
Can we
Looking
just
for a
leave her
little
there and go away?
Let's just go for the weapons.
She's scary.
I don't think that's her.
I'm fairly certain it's her. Big Daddy's in
No.
with her.
No, because we left her in general when we came down the hallway.
No.
She came with us to general in the lockup. She was in there.
But
Mm.
we are
Yeah.
in different
We
compartments.
were led off a different way. She could have been led here, which is obviously what
Everybody
they
else is
did.
I
correct. Your
was-
memory is incorrect, Maya. I'm sorry. Your memory is incorrect. I'm sorry.
Because I came with the other, I wasn't with them fully. I was the first one back.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you were with the other Dark Elves, but when, I mean, the three of you were led back, but I mean, she's special.
He was never put into Den Pop. Well, other than to eat.
You
Yeah,
do,
but-
do
No, we'll
not,
fix it
you
in-
do
we'll
not
fix it
know
in
which
writing.
cell she was taken to.
Little bit of editing will fix it. Don't worry, Froggy. There's no plot holes here. Just mismemories. It's all good. It happens
Well,
randomly. in D&D.
no, because that would.
It doesn't matter. Welcome to the special containment unit, where you find here in front of you Irina and Big
And
Daddy
Big Daddy.
behind a large metal door with a glass thing where people can observe her. She's doing this nice little thing, very subtle, like she's perfectly still, but just like her arms are barely even moving, like she's doing just barely this. And each time she does that, the little black ball, the little ball of light that's like a perfect cylinder that almost shows like a screen was being projected inside of this ball. The image changes to show a different TV show, passage, life experience, something. Switches again, it's just changing. Switches again.
There's a
The colors are
chance I
now
might have seen
just-
that before.
No, because I have the map on, and now I'm like really thinking on here, like map wise and everything. Like, there's only one way in here, correct, on the map.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's other containment units. There's other doors. But this is the only one that's lit. There's maybe 8 in total, 4 again. I mean, you could see like this room is oval and there's 8. And
what
only this first center one is lit up.
what I'm getting at is from Gen Pop over to where she is now. Like, I'm trying to recreate that in my mind. Because we would have, someone would have noticed that she went through the red door.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
the-
Here's the thing, though. Looking back, everybody was escorted out. They were led. Everybody else was escorted out except she's just stayed there. That's all that she stayed there in the center of the room.
Okay.
She was the last one to leave. Is the thing. Nobody actually knows where she's taken. They don't even know to say that they go into the red room back. I mean, it's probably yes. I mean, obviously yes, because that's where we're at here. But there's a sense of mystery to it up until this point.
I'm picturing this whole place is basically you've got your middle cog, and then you've got your 5 offshoots for the pentagram thing. But each of those offshoots could also connect to each other from outside the cog, so she didn't have to go through the red door to get here. In any
That's
case,
what
she
I'm
could have
getting.
gone
That's
through a
what I'm
different.
getting.
She could have gone
That's
through a different
exactly it.
cog to
That's
get
also
here.
too, yeah.
That's what I was getting at, is that she was brought in through another way to make it look like she didn't go back through the door. Because everybody in John Pop, like from the Dark Elves I was talking to, they said she went in through the red door, she came back out the red door, and she's here. That's all they know.
If you want to study the map, you might even find how she was brought in and possibly another exit.
Dun,
But
dun,
that-
dun.
We could make it that way, that yeah, she's brought in through different doors and they're all interconnected differently. There are multiple tunnels, and again, everything on this map that you have shows the extra additional add-ons that have been done by Exxon's cult, the cult of Exxon. Which is why you have like these little corridors interconnecting, why it looks like it's just different than everywhere else. Because it's man-made post, and it's still in secret because it's still not part of the penitentiary proper.
Because I want to get her out of here, but now knowing that she's back in here, yeah, I would want to study the map more.
Want to go to the weapons booster? Eon?
Roll me if you're gonna study the map more rather than talk to her. Roll me an investigation. We have 30 minutes left. We gotta get some things happening here.
Let's go to the weapons.
Okay.
Time out. Before we do that, Maya is checking the map, and this is important because the camera zooms in on as she spreads it out on the ground, and she's tracing her fingers, saying, "No, I know she must have taken a secret passageway because look here. Roll me an investigation check or perception."
Hey, you caught my disease.
And as your finger is going past you see a section and it lingers over the axis, the X's again, and it's another special containment unit as well with like 2 X's again for the Exxon, and there is a lot more security, and that's on the far left side, and past that is the exit. There, you could see as your finger lingers on there, the camera does this thing where it flashes for a second, and it's just a red eyes and a dark face. And again, it's just a special effect that the cinematography does when you're looking at the map. It just briefly glance at what's something mysterious, and then back to here. And that's the natural one that you rolled. There's something wicked there.
Something wicked this way come.
So,
Yes.
cut to, we're splitting the party. Wisterian. Is that what's happening or not? Maya, you can interrupt at this point. You're part of the group.
I want to get her out of here. That's the biggest thing, is knowing that she's in here. I want her out.
How do you want to play this? They're leaving the room or not? I'm allowing you to open the door and talk to her. They could either be here present or not. Wisterian, Zathras, what's going on?
That wasn't part of our mission, so
There's three different.
Up to you, Wooster, but I want to go with the weapons.
We can split the party, but the important part is going to be happening up here with talking to the mysterious girl.
Wooster's not talking.
Booster already know where he wanted to go.
He is going towards the weapons, but if he hears something happening, it's going to be. It is Maya's choice to announce intentions or do something.
Call him back so that he could open the door. So I'll be here. Come on. Call him back to open the door.
You can open the door, guys, if you like it or not.
It's happening. I think we're all in agreement here. Like, you go to pull open the door, and for the tension in the room, Zathras and Wisteris are going out talking about, yeah, let's get these weapons, and then the light hits them from behind as they turn and realize that Maya is just fixated on this little girl. You have to save her. Have to. The door opens. The lights, the little whatever camera thing is now, the little ball is now a camera within a camera within a camera. It's showing all three of you, your faces there as it's floating back at you. And her face is still her back is still to all of you, and she just says,
What?
"I know why you are here."
You've been watching us.
Have you come to kill me?
No, I've come to save you. You shouldn't be here.
I'd rather you kill me. Save yourselves. The troll, the big daddy, slowly turns to look at all three of you. More importantly, just Maya, because she's the one right there at the front door. And again, still, this creepy little girl in black hair, oily, thick, contrasting against this white perfectly clean shirt. And the room interior is super clean and white, bright white. Why? What are you going to do?
So she wants us to kill her.
If she wants to die.
And I don't think he's going to let us.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check just for a second. This is purely for me.
No.
Yep, I know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Throw something at it?
Well, I'm the one
I'm gonna
that
do
headed the
something
group.
extremely stupid.
Fantastic. Do it. Let's cut to it. Do it.
Javelin time.
The second you like pull something out and start running towards her, I mean the camera.
No,
goes
I'm throwing it. I'm not running anywhere.
It's going forward, slow motion toward her head, and a big old wall size like fist comes down and catches it right within its meaty paw, close to it. And on the other end, the camera catches through out towards the other end to see it's still passing through just inches before her head. Cut to your guys' reaction.
In mine.
The meaty fist moves up, and it still has that javelin still on there.
Catherine, you freaking idiot!
I was doing what she asked me to do.
Yeah.
No. Her saying she wants to be killed. That thing is literally not part of her.
Big Daddy gets up from his cross-legged thing.
Boom. Boom.
Great crotch shot of Carlos.
And that's where we're gonna cut for today's episode.
Oh, sorry. I know it's 18 plus, but still, crotch shot of Carlos with something sticking out of it. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Froggy, for putting that picture in your mind. I'm not saying sorry to the others, they deserve it, but no, sorry, Froggy.
I'm pretty sure Froggy is partly to blame for this.
Then it will live on forever.
Well then, there we go. We're gonna pause right there. We'll catch up next week for the finale. See,
except John's back next week, I think. So
no, he said 3 times, right? 3 weeks.
Yeah, the week he was sick, when we did nothing.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah,
and then 2 more, but we didn't do last week.
We didn't do last week because I had something going on, and I'm not going to be here next week.
Boy, we're all
or the week
up.
after.
How about we just should we?
But John will be back. I don't know.
Should we take a pause for next week then? Because also, hopefully next week my car is in, and I will be buying a new vehicle. I could use that time to test drive. But what's the sitch then? Maya, are you in or are you out? Sarah.
Actually, the next 2 weekends I am not even available.
Next 2 weekends, okay.
Yeah, I have to help my mom. To be honest, I have to help my mom empty out her place because she's selling it, and then the following week I'm at a festival. This is what happens when you don't have a laptop.
Oh boy,
this is what happens when you have a life. Not worth it, to be honest.
Yeah, life happens. Life happens.
Well, it almost ended up being 3.
Well, anyway, I think next week we'll see how John is. If there's John and Carlos and Blinky there, we'll
play it by ear.
we'll play it by ear. So we're gonna just hold you guys by your ears and do something.
Oh boy. Well, I hope you were enjoying this session so far.
Oh.
I
You can always
wasn't
have this as a backup.
disappointed by it.
What was that, Sarah?
You can always have this as a backup for when,
There you
like.
Did you did Big Daddy actually take any damage, or does he just
That
not
was
care about pointing
cosmetic.
things through his hand?
We'll deal with that later. We'll find out
Okay.
next week. We'll find next time when we continue this episode of Tabletop Theater. I want to thank you all for participating in my game.
We'll have John play Maya's character.
No.
We'll have John play Big
No,
Daddy.
my character is mine, and the amount of stuff that comes out of my mouth, he's not gonna be able to do. So no.
You got to show up. You got to show up, Maya.
Oh, John is
What
gonna
happens to
play
your
the little
character is,
girl.
yeah.
I don't think he's consenting to that. Thank you very much.
You'll play Big Daddy. No, I'm always Big Daddy.
You're Big Daddy, but who's gonna play your mama?
Okay, I'm taking my earbud out right now with this conversation.
Okay, this is getting too tired. I think it's about time we call
Booster
it.
Froggy has a question. What's going to happen in Stargate?
We'll find out.
Whenever we
when
get
we
back
get
to it?
whenever we get back to it.
Luckily, we stopped at a good stopping point. We're like, okay, from now we go in either direction and start anew.
Yeah.
And
You have at least two options presented to you what you can do, and you can do either option with or without Maya. If we have the session next week or the week after, when we don't have not Maya, Sarah.
Mhm.
Oh, Sarah's character, which is Jael Grey. Yeah, we can do any options without her presence. So yeah. Either way,
It'd have to be a
I really
one-shot.
liked having the map with the icons. That was cool.
What?
A map with us moving around on it.
Oh,
That was cool.
good. I'd like to have those maps.
I like that. That's a lot better than my hand-drawn maps that we save for posterity.
I should make maps, but
I always go to-
I don't want to steal, and I'm too lazy to make my own.
Shout out to thank you for 2-minute tabletop.
Yeah.
And this one was a different, but I usually like 2-minute tabletop stuff.
Ah.
Well, thank you for playing. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was entertaining. I can't wait to the shenanigans we get up to next session and getting back to Stargate or not, or seeing what we do next week. We're gonna play it by ear, and hopefully I'll get to get in my car. I'll get a car.
Are you
Oh,
gonna
look
raid
at that.
somebody, Booster?
It's nachos time.
And with one Dorito.
And there is also the Illuminati.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just saw the Illuminatis.
They're all part of the same triangle cult.
Found triangles.
He
No.
found triangles. That's all he went looking for was triangles.
Well, my
So,
Technically,
ladies and
my,
gents,
my poops are kind of triangular.
Well, it sounds like, folks, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for bonus nachos.
So are you gonna raid somebody, Wooster?
ooh, right,
Bonus nachos.
right.
Yeah,
Ah.
raid.
We
You
can
can
rate things. I forgot
You-
about
you
that.
gotta
We're rating.
We can rate someone.
I'm gonna strangle Wooster. Like I'm literally going up to his for him.
It's not been a thing for us in our past 3 years of role playing, so it's a new feature that I'm trying to embrace. So my reflex is just to end at bonus nachos and forget about raiding. So let's see who can we
The
raid.
only reason he's now trying to remember is because he just added a female into the party.
You are paying way too much focus on this female part.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep talking about that, but whatever.
It's because I learned doing this raiding from you and doing it on my channel and it's been working. So let's see. English improv dice roleplay. No, that's too big. I don't want to rate 500 viewers. No. That's
4 viewers.
Russians.
Roll.
I'd say raid Nilla, but we're already watching her, so.
Nila.
Yeah, we're all watching her.
Yeah, and the point is, I want to sort of keep it in the D&D sphere. Rate the people who are doing the same thing.
Yes.
There is a D&D 5e journey into another world. Let's see those guys.
Ooh, make me a turkey.
Okay.
Hi, make me a turkey. You are a turkey. There, I made you a turkey. I don't know what that. Turkey.
That didn't work. Am I using the wrong client? I'm using the wrong client. There we go.
We need more cats.
Okay, they allow to be rated. So all 4 years. Oh, 5 years. Oh,
There you are.
right.
There you are. You're so pretty.
So now, finally, with the kitty on the screen, it's time for the bonus notches.
Bonus
Bye.
nachos, everybody.
There, maybe they'll give us an
Bonus
extra viewer.
nachos.